Hello! In this demo, we are going to add an AVS private cloud object and its Azure subscription as data sources to vRealize Network Insight. So we're starting here at the vRealize Network Insight homepage. We're going to go to Settings, Accounts and Data Sources, and we'll add source. And our source is going to be type VMC, vCenter. And now we'll need to give it an IP address or fully qualified domain name. Let's give it the FQDN, and we'll do that by first logging into it. In there real quick. And then I'm going to copy that fully qualified domain name so that I can then paste it here. Username will be cloudadmin@vsphere.local. And for the password, I will open another tab to get to the Azure portal and grab the cloudadmin password from the private cloud object. So I'm opening my private cloud object, going to identity, and here is where I can copy that password and come back here and paste it in. We'll validate that just to make sure it looks good. Okay, it does look good. Give it a nickname. I'll call this prod AVS01 PC, which is the name of my private cloud object. I'll submit. Okay, so we added the vCenter. Now we need to add the NSX manager. So let's click Add NSX manager. And it's going to default to the type of VMware Cloud on AWS. That's not what we have. So we're going to click the drop down and go down to Azure VMware Solution. And we'll give the IP address for NSX, our NSX manager. Username, admin, password, I need to look, copy it, paste, validate. Validation successful, great. I'm going to check this enable DFW IPFix. This will allow traffic flows to be recorded across the distributed firewall. This is very useful if you're going to use Application Transformer later to try to do application discovery. I'll go to nickname, prod AVS01 PC NSX, and submit. Cool. So that's my vSphere environment. But while I'm here, I'll also add the Azure subscription. Here, type of Azure, tenant ID, application secret key, subscription ID. If you watched the video where we configure AVS as an endpoint for vRealize operations, you saw us go through the process of creating an application registration that we could use to allow vRealize operations to access the Azure subscription. We're going to use that same application registration, and I have these IDs copied, and I'll just paste them in. If you haven't seen that video, it's just go watch the first half of that where we create that application registration. Validate, good, type in the name, and save. And there we go. Now we have our vSphere environment and the Azure subscription that it lives in configured as data sources inside of vRealize Network Insight.